This happened back in my college days, working a summer job at a shoe store in a deserted strip mall. Closing shift usually meant peace and quiet, but this night turned into a heart-pounding nightmare. It was around 10 p.m., the store emptied, and I was finally heading out. The parking lot was a ghost town, thanks to having to park way out in the larger lot next door. My car, a trusty but tired clunker, decided to join the ghost town vibe. It wouldn't start. A dead battery, fantastic. Calling my dad, I settled in for a 30-minute wait, the silence broken only by the distant hum of highway lights. Suddenly, a hooded figure materialized from the shadows, shuffling across the empty parking lot. He cast a lingering glance at my car before disappearing behind the building where I worked. Unease prickled my skin. Nature called, and with the hooded figure seemingly gone, I decided to risk a quick dash to the gas station restroom. The walk was eerily quiet, the only company the occasional rustle of wind. Back at the building, relief washed over me. Until I saw him again. The hooded figure was by my car, fiddling with the handle, then giving the window a menacing whack. My heart hammered against my ribs. He spotted me, his shadowed face turning in my direction. Panic seized me. I bolted for the back of the building, the figure hot on my heels. Adrenaline fueled my legs as I rounded the corner, the ragged breaths of my pursuer close behind. This wasn't some prank, this was pure terror. Just as I reached the front again, a beacon of hope, my dad's pickup truck pulling into the lot. I sprinted towards him, the hooded figure gaining ground. My dad's shout, a question lost in the roar of my fear, spurred me on. I abandoned the passenger seat, leaping for the open bed of the truck as Dad slammed the gas. The figure lunged for the truck, missing his grasp by a hair. He chased us for a frantic moment before fading into the night. Shaken but safe, we called the cops. The parking lot was empty, save for the new dents adorning my poor car, a grim souvenir of that terrifying chase. My summer job may have been about selling shoes, but that night, it was a crash course in pure, unadulterated fear. Let's just say, I never looked at a deserted parking lot the same way again. This happened back in high school, a time when I, Quinn, was buried under the weight of academics and athletics, a welcome escape from a fractured family. Just another wet winter day in the Midwest, I trudged home from swim practice, another essay looming over my head. My dad must have been at the pool with my younger brother, Reese, for his club practice. Tossing my bag aside, I grabbed some Cheez-Its and headed to my basement office, a relic from my dad's work-from-home days. Basement lights flickered on, illuminating the usual homework drudgery. Hours melted away as I wrestled with the concepts of hedonism and Dorian Gray. Suddenly, a muffled cry pierced the silence. Quinny. Quinny. Come up. It was Reese. What do you need? I yelled back, a tinge of annoyance in my voice. But something wasn't right. No answering footsteps, no slam of the front door. Just silence. A prickle of unease ran down my spine. Ignoring it, I tried to focus on the essay. But the tension was thick. Finally, after a few more minutes, the call came again, more insistent. Quinny. Quinny. Come up. Panic gnawed at me. Reese should be at swim practice. Yelling back, I demanded to know what he needed, but the house remained eerily quiet. Wrestling with guilt, I decided to investigate. Bounding up the basement stairs, I called out again, Reese, what's up? I'm really busy. Searching the living room, my heart pounded a frantic rhythm. No backpack, no shoes, no Reese. The driveway was empty too. Dad must have been picking him up from practice, I concluded, relief washing over me. Turning back for the stairs, a blood-curdling scream froze me. It was Reese's voice, clear as day, echoing from the second floor. Quinny. Quinny. Come up. Every hair on my body stood on end. This didn't make sense. The terror was paralyzing. Logic told me there was no reason to believe anyone was upstairs. But the voice. It was real. Fear battled with responsibility. Was it an intruder? A cruel prank? Ignoring the possibilities, I started up the stairs, my heart hammering in my chest. Just as I reached the landing, the garage door opener buzzed to life. Relief flooded me. Dad and Reese were home. Rushing back down, I peered through the window. There was Dad's car, and there they were, Dad and Reese, safe and sound. Weakened with terror, I stumbled back from the window. Reaching the hallway where they would enter, my world tilted on its axis. Empty. No Dad. No Reese. Just a chilling silence. My knees buckled, and I collapsed onto the floor, tears blurring my vision. What had just happened? Was it a terrifying glimpse into another reality, or a cruel trick my exhausted mind had played on me? The answer, like the unsettling echo of Quinny. Quinny. Come up, lingered in the air, a chilling reminder of the night the line between reality and something far more unsettling became dangerously thin. This is a tale of a wild weather week, a false alarm, and a face-to-face encounter that'll have you checking your windows twice. So, picture this, Midwest mayhem. Floods, thunderstorms, even tornado warnings. Normally, I wouldn't mind a good storm. Cozy up on the couch, blanket burrito myself, and enjoy the light show. Lightning streaks the sky, illuminating the world in a momentary flash, followed by a satisfying rumble that makes the windows rattle. Nature, raw and powerful, a beautiful force. Except, tonight was different. The forecast promised a late-night thunderstorm, so I wasn't exactly prepared when the flashes started just past midnight. Binge-watching Orange is the New Black, I scrambled to finish the episode and get myself comfy. Popping out my headphones, a realization hit me like a rogue wave, the silence. No booming thunder following the flashes. These weren't distant rumbles, these were close, too close. Curiosity gnawed at me. Creeping towards the kitchen, I knew the large glass panels offered the perfect vantage point. Switching off the lights for night vision, I relied on memory to navigate. The moonless night pressed against the windows, an eerie feeling even from the safety of indoors. But that feeling of safety was a fragile bubble. Glancing up at the inky sky, I saw only the usual suspects, a splatter of twinkling stars. No storm clouds, no lightning brewing. Then, right as I was about to dismiss the whole thing as a weird electrical hiccup, another flash illuminated the world outside. And that's when I saw it. A figure, maybe 5 feet away, staring back at me through the glass. Just me and this stranger, separated by a thin pane. My heart hammered a frantic rhythm against my ribs. Was it a burglar? A lost soul seeking shelter? Whatever it was, it wasn't there a second ago, and the lack of storm made the whole thing even creepier. We stood there, locked in a silent stare, until the darkness swallowed the figure once more. I didn't sleep a wink that night. Every rustle of leaves, every creak of the house, sent shivers down my spine. The next morning, a police report confirmed my worst fears, a string of attempted break-ins in the neighborhood. Whoever it was, they were using the distraction of the storm warnings to strike. So, the next time you hear those sirens wail, don't just batten down the hatches. Take a peek out the window, just in case the storm brewing outside isn't the only one you need to worry about. Because sometimes, the scariest things don't come with thunder, they come with a face staring back at you from the other side of the glass. Don't forget to subscribe and click to watch the next video on your screen where I tell 5 true scary stories that will haunt your dreams.